In the tenor words of M.I. Abaga, written in one of his very beautiful songs titled Brother, he says, brother, anywhere you go, no matter where you go, I hope that you understand that there's still a home for you to come back to. Shebi, when you fall, Nami go carry you. With that, I want to say a big happy birthday to someone who I call a brother this morning. His name is Kingsley Kenechukwu Chinwuba. We've known each other for a very long time, and you're one of the best and most supportive people to have around. Now, you've had your ups and your downs, but one of the things I love about you is your ability to pick it up from wherever you've left off. Now, Casey, as you're fondly called, I want to wish you from the bottom of my heart a very blissful birthday. This year, this birthday starts the beginning of your life, and I hope that your light keeps shining so bright even when other lights go out. I love you so much, brother. Happy birthday, Casey. I know you understand where that's coming from, but happy birthday to you, bruv. God bless you now, forever, and for always. Enjoy the rest of your day. On behalf of WhatsApp, Orally, and of course, Galaxy Television. Straight up, we'll move to the next point in the agenda. I want to welcome a man who's done it. I call him the man, the myth, the legend. A lot of you, I'm hoping some of the Gen Zs get to watch some of his works because they were so fantastic and amazing. This man definitely kept us glued, captivated to our TV sets. And at some point, we'd always wait for 8 p.m. or on some stations, 9 p.m. for you guys, for them to show these movies or series to us. And we're looking, why is this happening like this? Oh my God, it was so beautiful. But hey, I'm privy. I'm honored to be right here, to be in the studio with the man himself, an effervescent monument of superb entertainment. We call him Femi Durojaiye. Welcome to the studios this morning, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'm so happy to have you here, sir.
Thank you for having me.
How was it getting to the studios?
It was easy. Galaxy is home. Galaxy always home.
I'm so happy. Now, first off, for those of you who don't know him, Gen Zs, I'm sure you guys, but others, millennials, all of us that have been coming from, you know who the man is. And if you watch Teen Cell and some other programs, then you know the face. A veteran Nollywood actor and television, movie and digital content producer whose career in Nollywood spans over 3 decades. Yes, so 3 decades he's been here, and he's had training formally and informally in performing arts. Femi Durojaiye is a commercial model and has featured in several ads, including TV ads for popular brands. A creative, committed and talented method actor has brought stunning credibility to every character he's played. That's spot on. A perfectionist with solid work ethic, an enthusiastic listener who is willing to learn and take his craft to the highest standard of performance. Energetic and prepared to go the extra mile to achieve project objectives. His first movie after transitioning from stage acting was The Scavengers. A whole lot of you do not know that one, trust me. He has since starred in several hit television, web series and movies, including but not limited to the following: Super Story series. Of course, those are one of the stuff I was talking to you about. If you watch Super Story, when Super Story was Super Story, then you know who the man is. SCID, The Men's Club, Tinsel, Hush, Borokini, The Gold Statue, It's Her Day, Canberry, Oro, The Donor, Retrieval, Book of Lies, Jaguar's Heart, 7, The Eve, Ajantala's Rebirth, King Babu, that's on stage, and of course Isaleko, that's also on stage. Whilst at Galaxy Television Lagos, he co-created, produced, and presented Real Nollywood and Inside Nollywood magazine programs on the Nollywood industry. As a filmmaker, he was the producer, executive producer of The Donor and Happenstance Retrieval, Fiona's Dilemma. Oh yes, I love that one particularly. PhD in Love, Igba Otun. He's currently working on his 7th movie production, which we can't wait for it to come through. Femi Durojaiye was one of the coordinators of studies at the prestigious Pefti Film Institute, Lagos. He speaks Yoruba and English fluently. A graduate of food technology, he has also attended courses in directing and script writing. He's a member of National Association of Nigerian Theatre Arts Practitioners, NANTAP, and Actors Guild of Nigeria, AGN. He's currently the managing director of Gatehead Entertainment, Lagos. So, with so much joy in our hearts, I want to tell you that we do have a live-in, stand-in legend seated right with us. Now, we've lost, in the year 2024, we lost a lot of legends. And to be seated alongside one right now who's so full of life is something that makes me very happy. Now, some of these legends, when you look at them and you look at this man seated here, they are not half as fit as he is. He's looking younger. I don't know. I might have to, in plain terms, a vampire. So I'll just take some of his blood and then take it for sampling so that I will know why he's still as young. So what's the secret to this? You're looking for what is the secret? You need to tell me, sir.
I learned very early that the physiology of my body, how my body works, my body reacts quickly to food. If I eat regularly, I bloat.
Oh, wow.
So I try to eat once a day and support it with fruits. That's why I've just been like this, you know. If not, if I eat 3 times a day for 2 weeks, I'll be 3 times your size. So I quickly noticed that that's how my body works, and I took action.
All right, from the beginning, would love to know about your journey into movies and performing arts. You started from stage, and it says you have your training formally and informally. Would like you to discuss all about that, and then the beginning of the journey, how it all started. Because whether I like it or not, a whole lot of people are watching this, and they always want to learn. You know, the other day someone came into the studios and they said someone was looking for me. I was like, why? I wasn't expecting anyone. And they said, when he spoke to me, he said, I was watching the program and there's some things you said on how to go about music. And note, he's not a young man. He's old. He's getting old. 55, 60. He's not young, but still okay. And he asked the question, can I still go into music? I said, yes. And there's an opportunity that's open for him. And I directed him. So, a whole lot of people are watching. They want to know, if Femi Durojaiye can still do it at this time, and he's been doing it for so long. A career spanning over 3 decades. We need to know how the journey was.
Well, I used to go, I don't know where it came from. You know, as a very young boy, I used to go to Super Cinema, Jebako Cinema, Rainbow Cinema, Rex Cinema. As a young boy, you know, watching all these Indian and Chinese films. And on TV, I used to watch Kotu Ashipa and all those old,
I heard about.
You know. So from a young age, I've infused into my subconscious the arts, you know. So and then gradually I wanted to be like the people I see. I loved what I see, you know. So, and then I don't know where the art part of me came from. I can only say maybe it's from my mom. She sings a lot, though not professionally, you know. So I used to go, I love artifacts, you know. I go to the museum center, you understand, to watch historical artifacts, you know, how ancient people used to be. And that's at museum center at Unicon. No, museum center at Unicon. Then when I go there, I used to see a group of actors practicing, you understand. So the day I decided in 1987 to say, okay, I want to be an actor, I got to train to be an actor. So I went in and I was accepted and I started my stage. And I started my training informally. And as they say, the rest is history. I did some performances, including the one we did for Tony Momo, the former Minister of Culture and Information, many years ago in the 80s. And now, today, I transited, as you said, eventually to film, you understand, to movies. And my first movie is Scavengers, directed by Andy Amenichi. Because I was coming from the theater background, from stage background, It was easy for me to blend.
Yeah.
You understand? And my first performance was incredible. Even the director commended me. I did not play a lead role. I played what is derisively called wakapas, the walk on, But I was in the courtroom. We are told when it gets to this place, you clap. When it gets to this place, you shout and all that. And the court believe or whoever we say, hey, order and all that. But I saw from what was going on that the person I'm supposed to be in his family won the case. You understand? So I stood up without being directed. And the camera was still rolling. I went to him, Zach Oji, that was a lead actor then, And I went to him and I congratulated him. I hugged him, and the camera was rolling and the director was watching, And when he called court, the director walked up to me and said, "Hi, I like what you did. That's fantastic." Mm-hmm. And that first movie, that first walk-on role, that extra role that a lot of actors don't want to play, gave me my first face recognition in Lagos. Because I didn't know when the film was released. I was just walking along this, and somebody said, "Yes, you're in Scavengers. I saw you in Scavengers." So it is not the role, it is what you bring to the role as an actor. So that's how it all started. And as they say, the rest is history.
Oh my God, that was very elaborate. And this brings me to this question: messages in movies like we used to have then.
Yeah.
The reason why these movies were made were to teach people things. If there was a movie that had Zakoji and you alongside, and you guys were playing a different role, okay, it was a case of armed robbery or something. At the end, maybe the bad guy dies. There's always a message or reason behind that. But now, it feels like the Nollywood movie entertainment space has been polarized. Now, you have so many movies out there that do not even teach one lesson. Now, your 7th production is soon to come out. And walking through all the productions you've had, obviously all the movies you've been at, I've seen that there has been a precedence of you putting down messages, especially how and when you deliver your lines. Now, what do you think is the problem today that in Nigerian movies that we do not have these messages being passed across? And how can we go back to that?
Well, every movie is didactic. By that, I mean every movie is structured to pass a message. The problem we are having now is a good problem, really, is the expansion of the creative space. Now, by expansion, I mean we now have YouTube. You don't have to go through any censorship. You just do your stuff and place it there, and make the money you want to make. You go to Facebook, you go to other social media apps. You do whatever you like. Nobody controls it. But you see, if you have to go to the proper channel, if, for example, I'm bringing a movie to Galaxy Television, or I'm bringing a movie to DSTV, there are checks and balances. Galaxy will not take my movie except it has been censored by the censors board. You understand? It has been classified by the censors board. So those are our gatekeepers. The movies you are seeing that are done anyhow with no messages are the ones that have not gone through certification. They have not gone through censorship. You understand? So it's a wide place now. Everybody, they just do what they like. But those who have gone through the officialdom of film gatekeeping, you still have the messages. You still have the norms. So that's what is happening now.
All right, good. I recently understood some issues that were going on in the Nigerian industry. It's often said, or recently, that the women are more successful than the men. All right, the women are buying cars, buying houses. Just few days ago, Destiny Etiko bought herself a new car outside the country, and it feels like the men are doing so much, but it's like the women are reaping more than the men. What do you think the problem is?
See, I am here today as a Nollywood veteran, and I am not afraid of anybody. I will speak the truth. We tend, in this part of the world, or generally really, men tend to underestimate women. You understand? It is the truth. You see, I learned eventually that women are more intelligent than men. You understand? They are more they go directly to what is important. When you find a 16-year-old boy, it's not the same age mate with a 16-year-old girl.
True.
The 16-year-old girl is about 20 years older than him. You understand? Women are more intelligent, more intentional than men. It's a fact. You know, if you go and check, right, a lot of women, they have been on YouTube, some since 2014, 2015, and they have made serious money. I know Big Concepts. I know that is Blessing Egbe. She's there. Ememi Song is there. Uduak Isong, she's there. What's her name? Ruth Kadiri is there. These are multimillionaires on YouTube. When like we are still talking politics in 2024, in 2014, 2015, you see all over social media, we are discussing politics, we are making so much noise. But these women, we are intentional. They have gone on YouTube, they have made so much money. And then when they begin to buy cars, and then people will say, they get this one. Look, it is said that even, what's it called? Ruth Kadiri is making far more money than Funke Akindele. Ruth Kadiri does not do anything. She's on YouTube. And you say, maybe she has used her body. She has used her sense. She has been there and she has been consistent. So that's why I say women are more intentional. Women are more brilliant. Women are more, are wiser than men. Generally, not just in entertainment. Generally, the women go to war. You men, you start your wars. You men, you go and die in the wars. You know, but they are there. They are still living. The lifespan of a woman is longer than that of a man, because we get involved in things that we're not supposed to get involved with. So who has more sense? But then, after saying all this, outside Nollywood, right, women are created differently. You understand? You say a woman is a flirt. A woman is not trustworthy. You see a beautiful woman. You don't ask whether she's married or she has a boyfriend. You want her to date you. How will she not succumb eventually? The fault is not that of a woman. She didn't call you to come and toast her now.
Yes.
But it's you men that say, this babe said, if I don't toast this girl, make I die. You know? So you expect these women to be faithful. It not go happen until women will bridle our own sexual or our own urges. Yes. You understand? Now, women get opportunities naturally. They are created differently. They are wired different. A woman will stand and some men will begin to go crazy. She has not done anything. Maybe she just looked at you. Women are created differently. You know, we are wired as men. You understand? To defer to women. You know, in a lot of marketing, in a lot of companies that are involved in marketing, women are there because a woman will get more attention from the decision maker in the company, which are usually men, than a fellow man. It's a natural thing. So the opportunities are there more for the women than for men. A man might see a woman on TV, in a movie and say, I love this woman. You know, and the man is a billionaire. And she goes after the girl and the actress is not married. And she changes her life. Is it the actress' fault? Because she's a woman. So it happens that way. It's not, it's a perfect, normal thing. Not just in Nollywood, but all over the world.
That's a very viable explanation. So for those of you at home are always asking yourself, why is it that this thing is like this? Now, you know. So head on there and do the needful. I was surprised last year when my mom was talking about YouTube. And she was like, tell your friends to subscribe. She started with 100 followers or subscribers. Now she has over 10,000. And that woman will just come every day and post motivation of 15 minutes. If you like, watch. If you like, don't watch. But you usually, we that subscribe, in fact, you're a child, you must watch. They're not born you well. So you now do that and you see that she's making money off it.
Yes.
Now, if you check after a few years, it's 1 million, 2 million, ridiculous money. Then you now start saying this one did this. I understand where you go. So please, this is why we always tell you on this show, we do so much to put information into your brains. Now, before we go on a quick break, I want to talk about the fact that in life, in movies and in everything we've done, we will always meet challenges every step of the way. In your beautifully blissful, well molded career over the years, making you a veteran and legend, can you talk to us about some of the experiences you've had as in context of challenges? Now, from stage, I know my first stage experience was one of the funniest things ever, but I was able to build on from that. But you having all this know-how and knowledge, be able to help the upcoming ones. So tell us some of your challenges you faced and how you were able to come out of these challenges unscathed.
Okay. As a stage person, of course, the first challenge, of course, is stage fright. You have not done it before, now you are coming into it. Like every beginner, it's normal. It's a human thing. It's not going to go away. Even when you become a veteran, the stage fright is there, but you have learned after a while to master it, to take it in your stride and still go ahead and do your work. So at the beginning, there are challenges of self-doubt. Can I actually do this? Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can get it done. So that is that. Then when I became a screen actor, when I transited from, when I began to not transit actually, because I still do stage, when I began to do movies in the, towards the late 90s, one of the things that I saw, one of the challenges I met was, they said that he who pays the piper dictates the tune. The industry was controlled, at least the English side of the industry was controlled by a particular group of people from a particular part of the country. You understand? It is so because it was them that invested their money, you understand, into this business. Without those people, I'm telling you, Nollywood will not be Nollywood. Let me just be frank with you. I've been there. They invested their money and therefore they choose whoever it is that they want. They help their brothers who speak the same language with them. Those who are selling okrika in Yaba market, they picked them. They gave them big roles. They became stars. It's fine. But those of us who are not from their place, we have to wait. Yeah. If you want to act, then go and call your brother to invest. But despite that, we still got the rules. So it was a major challenge at that time. Because no matter how talented you are, the problem is still there. But with time, with more people coming into the industry, investing into the industry, the space of getting jobs began to expand. It's a natural consequence. It's normal. If it's people from my own tribe, you understand, that had prominence in Nollywood in those days, they will put more people like me in it. It's a normal thing, but you have asked me about the challenges I face. It's one of them. No matter how talented you are, if you are not from that particular tribe, I'm not saying all of them, but a majority could not get into it. So it's normal. Of course, we overcame that. Sometimes your talent is so much that they do have to give you the job. Yes. You understand? I remember people like Ifeanyi Poe, right? I don't know whether I pronounced the name correctly.
Yes.
He was the director. My guy. He gave me roles, man. He gave me not just minor roles, sub-lead roles. You understand? He gave me, so we have people like that who gave talented people opportunity. You understand, to grow. He did not take part in all that. My brother, it was a professional to the core. And I'm happy to people like that who went beyond tribal lines to give people like us opportunities to shine, to showcase our talent. There was a time there and I gave an interview. I can't remember which newspaper. I said I was the most underused actor in Nollywood, But that is as far acting. In coming to production, right? It was money. You understand? I started Project 100. You didn't have the money to start. If you are, for example, you're an actor that is coming up, no matter what challenge you face, if you say, look, I'm going to make it in this industry, no matter what it takes, you will make it. Challenges are there for you to overcome. If there are no challenges, everybody will be a superstar now. So it's because there are challenges. That's why it is there for, they are there for you to overcome. So as a beginner, if you are going for auditions and you are not being selected, keep going for the auditions. One day, a director is going to see you. One day, a producer is going to be impressed by your talent and say, look, this is the person I want. It happened to me with, what's his name? Davis. I can't remember his name. His first name is, surname is David. He's a director way back then. I walked into his audition and he said, that is the character I'm looking for. For every young actor, the same thing can happen to you. You can walk into an audition and the director will say, that's the man, that's the person I'm looking for. That is the girl. That is the boy. It happens all the time. But if you say, every time I go, they have their own people, it's a lie. It is true to the extent that for the main characters,
yes,
for commercial reasons, you have to sell the film. The film is business. They will have table casted. They will have table cast their characters. But for the other roles, which is where you ought to start anyway, you know, except you're a member of Project 100, that's where you are supposed to start. The minor roles is there for the that's why they call the audition in the first place. You know, and it's a competition. Nollywood does not train anybody. If you are not ready, Nollywood will not come and be ready for you, wait for you. So you have got to get yourself trained, be ready. You have 1 minute, 2 minutes to impress a panel at an audition. So you deliver your best. So if you are good, they will give you. There is no Ojoro there. Stop saying that they all have the people, their own people is a lie. If you are good, which director does not want to use a good person in his film now? Yeah, they want to use good people. But if you are not cutting it, go and train. Go and learn the business. Nollywood is a knowledge-based industry. Go and learn, you know, so that you can have, training gives you an edge at places like auditions. When you step into an audition and you begin to say your line, they will say, there is something about this person. I like this person. You put his name down. He's going to be in this film. And now there is limited number of people in every film. You know, in a film now, maybe you don't have more than 10 people. And the roles that are there, that they audition for, maybe there are 5 minor roles. If you are not extra good, you're not going to get it.
Sure.
There is no Ojoro. It's not that somebody is a girl that they like. If the girl is talented, the girl will get the role. If you're thinking that, they're having something to do with it, they're having nothing to do with that. The person is just good. So if you're not good enough, take up the challenge now. Go and brush yourself up. People like us, we brushed ourselves. I was trained on the stage. So when I step into any place, I give my best. That's why I've been able to survive. I survive on my talent and the fact that I'm a very nice person. Because I respect my directors and my producers. How they do like this. If they do like this, nothing for you. You know, you have to be humble. You have to be respectful. When you are given a job to do, you do it. You know, that's how you get ahead in Nollywood.
All right. Humility is one of the steps you have to take if you have to overcome. It is time we go on a very quick break. The man, the legend, the myth himself is here. Femi Durojaiye telling us about his life. Now, if you have not been listening, I'm sorry. I don't know what you've been doing, but we'll go on a quick break to watch and listen to something from the man himself. And then we'll be right back. Don't go far. To WhatsApp on Galaxy Television. And the thing is, if you want to understand what movies are all about, we have just the right person to explain it to you in detail. Also, we're streaming live on Facebook. Head onto your search space and put Galaxy Television. And voila, you will watch this program live. You go there, you see WhatsApp is live. So you can also watch with the comfort or in the comfort of your houses, churches, shrine, anywhere, public places. Head on to iOS Store for iPhone users and Google Play Store for the Android users and download the Galaxy Television mobile app. We are on the go. Also, StarTimes decoder, it's 110, and terrestrial UHF 27 for those who have antennas on their television sets or anywhere around you. That is the way to go. We still have Femi Durojaiye, legend, in the building, and there's an important topic we wish to talk about. When you talk about someone who helps, who is trying to bring people up in the right way to make them the best versions of themselves, in a life or a situation where in movies, that to be acted, you do not need a known face for performance. The man is here to talk about it. Project 100. what and how did it start? The beginning. What are we up to now? And just give us all the information.
Well, actually, Project 100, genesis of Project 100 started right here in Galaxy Television. When I was a producer presenter, I used to bring upcoming actors, to come to the studio and compete. You understand? They give their monologues, and then I will call from upstairs the newscasters to come and judge who is the best amongst them, and then we will give them a prize of $20.
Wow.
You understand? At that time, call that section $20 off for grabs. So a lot of young actors came in, and they were winning. The best we are winning $20 US at that time, to encourage them, to showcase them to the world. And then we used to run their phone numbers on the screen, so that when directors see them, when producers see them, it's okay, I like this person. This person is a good actor, and they can go from there and get into Nollywood. So when I got to PEFC and I became the coordinator of studies in PEFC, shortly before I left, I was talking to some of my students, and I was telling them about my journey in Galaxy, because I left Galaxy to become the coordinator of studies in PEFC. Wow. And they said, this program, you have to go and you have to do it again. No, I said, okay, I will give you the thoughts. So I went back to my office and recreated what I was doing there, modified it and called it Project 100. The essence is actually to give space, to give opportunity to those who Nollywood will not look their way. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, sometimes, right, I've been on two sides of the table. I've been on the side of auditioning new talents. I've come for auditioning myself. Sometimes I see no much difference between an upcomer and a big star. The difference is just the lack of opportunity for the upcomer. You understand? So in my Project 100, which is a subscription platform, I give opportunity to upcomers who can play lead roles. Like the donor you just watched, there were 5 lead characters there. One of them is Project 100, should I say trainee or subscriber. If you are good, you get the opportunity. It is that simple. I've been criticized, I've been vilified that Femi Durojaiye, you are collecting money from actors. I'm giving actors a platform. I came here so many years ago. People did not understand. And I registered Project 100 with Nigerian Copyright Council, and I came here, I saw the chief executive of Galaxy Television, and I said, look, I need to advertise Project 100. And he gave me space. We ran the adverts, here in Galaxy Television. A lot of people came to my office, but it turned out that a lot of them were not serious. Mm-hmm. Young people have a challenge, They love to be celebrities, but they can't put in the work. You understand? That's how it started. And we have done 6 films now. We are going to the 7th film. And we want to even begin the short movie series in which the Project 100 people exclusively play lead characters. Because what we have been doing hitherto is for Project 100 people to play with the stars, so that they don't have any fear of playing with the big celebrities. They are doing it now, and they are happy. You understand? So that's my dream. My dream is coming to pass. Of course, along the way you modify, to fit the reality of what is going on. Before we wanted 100 people. The name is Project 100. We wanted 100 people to contribute 35,000 naira, and it becomes 3.5 million, so that we can shoot TV series. Everybody come inside, the movie, the advert, everybody come inside. That's what we planned. But people did not contribute. So the plan has to change. I have to go and look for money, raise money, paying up to 26% interest, on every money borrowed to shoot this film, so that we can begin Project 100, and give these young people a chance. As much as it's my vision, it's also theirs to get their own careers, to ensure that their careers have traction. You understand? And we are on it. We are going to the next phase, which is the short movies, which will just feature exclusively no star, no superstar, just them, pushing them. That's where we are now.
All right. So how does someone out there register for this Project 100?
Is to reach me
Okay.
Although we are advertising, I'm advertising it on my social media platforms, you know. We can't take too many people because you see, it's not easy to manage people.
That's the truth.
It's not easy. And then from my experience, you will not believe it. Those who even pay money and subscribe, I have to push them. I have to go over, I have to force them to come and shoot. They say, hey, somebody here, somewhere, my mom is sick on the day of shoot. No, I cannot come. Something happened. These are people who actually subscribed with money to Project 100. So it's a challenge. So the money has gone from 35,000 naira to a princely amount of 100,000 naira. You understand? So we have I'm trying to cut away on serious people. Bring people, when I say, okay, we are going on location, they are ready. Their career is their focus. How it will get traction, how they can make a name for themselves in the industry. And people are coming in gradually. I'm happy with the number. You know, I don't think we are even up to 40 yet. At that 40 is a sizable number of actors to manage. It's not easy to manage young people. You need to have extreme patience. And me being a parent, having 4 children or having 4 adult children, I'm used to the hustle. You know, but it just pains me that those who come to you, they are not showing not all of them definitely, they're not showing the level of seriousness you expect from actors who subscribe. You know, imagine if they did not even pay any money. What would have happened?
Terrible.
You know, but by and large, everybody they are waking up and pushing them, and we are getting there gradual. At least we have done 6 films. Some of them are played with characters. Something that they would. When you come to casting, you call an audition. Your main characters are already cast. Who are you going to give an upcomer lead? How is that going to happen? But if in Project 100, an upcomer can play the lead role, you give him or her the lead role, and it has happened, and will continue to happen. You know, of course, as producer, I pay the price. I pay the price in the sense that if you take your film, all right, to a platform that buys, a streaming platform that buys, irrespective of what they tell you, that hey, you don't want not necessarily known faces. They will look at the known faces, look at the other known faces that are there, and just say, okay, we are going to buy it for this X amount. It happens. That's what I suffer. You understand? But I've been able to meet my commitment to my sponsors, to my investors. So I'm happy. Project 100 is moving forward. And the sky is our stepping stone, so to say.
All right. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of this interview. Thank you so much for coming and showing up and showing out. But before we leave, give us your social media handles so that we can reach and follow you, sir.
Okay. For Facebook, it's just Femi Durojaiye. For Instagram is Femi_Durojaiye. For what TikTok is Femi Fly. Femi is it BY Fly? Femi Fly for TikTok. And which other social media is there?
X, Twitter.
X is Femi Durojaiye 7 for X, which is Twitter. I think that's about what I have. I'm not very active on LinkedIn and the rest of them. You know, I don't be old papa now. I don't be.
All right, thank you so much for coming. We're so honored to have you here. You said something at the beginning of the show. Galaxy Television is home, and we'll continue to have you every single time. Thank you for being a pillar of strength for those for the voiceless, turning them into people who have become voicefarers now. They have their tongues, they can speak, they can act, they can showcase their craft to the world. God bless you so much for all you're doing with the Project 100.